run, 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 run.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ACS Universe Podcast. I am, of course, ACS. You can find me on social media, Instagram, Twitter, what have you, at 2279ACS. And look, I legitimately apologize, okay? I haven't put up content in quite some time, a few weeks actually. This is probably the longest I've ever gone without putting up any content in a while. Sorry about that. I apologize. I know you guys, for those of you who do subscribe to my channel and do like my stuff and do watch my videos, listen to my podcast, I sincerely apologize. We just recorded an episode of Instant Replay, the off season, episode 3, which is currently, I'm having problems getting it uploaded to YouTube, but excuse me, the audio of that podcast though is out now on SoundCloud, wherever, what have you. I'll put the link in the description down below. Coronavirus. I might as well speak on it for a minute. I hope everybody out there is staying safe, washing your hands and things of that nature. Staying away from people, staying inside. Where I live at, they haven't shut stuff down. So I still have to work, you know what I mean? But once I get home, I normally stay here. I try to keep from going out and stuff like that. So I hope everybody who's listening, this will give you a good time to listen to my stuff. Hopefully you run across this podcast and you're like, hey, I wouldn't mind, something new to watch. You know what I mean? With that, I know there's a lot of competition out there anyway, which is not competition, but it is competition. But now that a lot of people are sticking to the house. Now that a lot of people have a lot more opportunity to watch new things, watch YouTube content, but also create content as well. And so we know those types of things are out there happening. But yeah, so how you guys been doing, man? Hopefully none of you all have run into too many problems with the coronavirus. Who knows what's going to happen in the future? I mean, it's one of those things where you feel like maybe they're not telling us everything, but that might not be the case. I hate to sound like a conspiracy theorist or whatever, but yeah, so that's what's been going on with me. Still working, still trying to create content. Matter of fact, later on, me and my wife are going to record an episode of Video Rewind, which we hadn't done in a few weeks, as this Corona thing has ramped up. But you know what I do? I jump on here, I talk to you guys for, maybe 15, maybe 20 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes about current things that are happening. And some of the stuff I talk about, because my show I try to keep it weekly. A lot of times the stuff that I talk about is kind of old news, but, let's just get to it. All right. First I'm starting Rosario Dawson, as Ahsoka in, Tano in, Mandalorian season 2. If you know me, you watch my stuff, I love Mandalorian. Is very high on my list of series about good series. It was awesome. So I'm looking here on Collider and it says Mandalorian season 2 dropping on Disney Plus. Rosario Dawson joins the cast as Ahsoka Tano, marking the first time the Clone Wars and Rebels character will appear in live action. I'm very excited about this, obviously. Now, I saw the Clone Wars movie in the first couple of seasons, so I am not caught up on that in the new season that just dropped on Disney Plus. I am not caught up by any means, but I do like the character, and I'm hearing that her character arc gets drastically better as its series goes on. So if we do get shut down and I'm having to sit here and spend all day in the house, that's something that I will definitely be watching to try to get caught up on it. But that's that news. Tell me what you guys think. Post in the comments. I think it's great. I do hope though that she's in it more, because Ming-Na Wen, man, I can't pronounce her name. She played Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Asian actress, very pretty. She played in one episode of The Mandalorian season 1. Ming-Na Wen, Fennec Shand is who she played, was only in there for it says right here, 12 total minutes of screen time. So I'm sure she'll be in the second season, because obviously she escaped there at the end. So hopefully we are treated to her in the next season, and hopefully Rosario Dawson, her character playing Ahsoka, I hope that she has more screen time than that, and that she has a huge presence in the Mandalorian season 2, which has already finished wrapping. But yeah, so I'm cool with that. Tell me what you guys think. Number two, man, on this list, Wonder Woman 84 pushed to August 14th. As you know, with the coronavirus, things are getting pushed back. Hollywood's kind of shutting down. Wonder Woman was supposed to come out early June. Now it's been pushed back to August 14th. Excuse me, let me give me a little sip of water. But yeah, by the way, if you're listening to this podcast, and it'll be up on YouTube as well, you might want to jump over to YouTube and watch it. There's going to be a lot of visual stuff. I'll be throwing as I talk about things, as you can see, I'll be throwing up a little bit of stuff. But yeah, Wonder Woman 1984 has been pushed back due to the coronavirus pandemic. Yeah, so I mean, look, I knew this was coming. I did not. When I heard them saying that Warner Brothers was discussing, which I'm hearing now is not accurate, maybe, I don't know. Let me know in the comments that excuse me, that they were thinking about streaming Wonder Woman 84 instead of putting it out in theaters. And I understand if that was true, I can see a little bit of that, because if you're coming from, you don't want to make people wait too long for the movie, especially if it's done, which it's March, so it probably just needed maybe some small touches left to it because it was going to come out in June. But I could see why you do not want to miss that time and you want to get it out there. But also, you're going to lose a lot of money. Just think about putting on a streaming service and 20 people watch it at one time. You're missing out on 19 ticket sales. You get what I'm saying? The gist of that. So I'm glad they didn't do it, because the first time I see this movie, it has to be on the big screen, and I would like it to be on like IMAX or some shit, Excuse me, one of those bigger screens, because I feel like the movie is going to be that grand. Where I think this is the right thing to do. You know, setting these movies back, as opposed to, and a lot of movies that are in theaters now have jumped on the streaming services, which is cool because they've been out in movie theaters. They've been able to make at least a little bit of money. This one wouldn't have been able to make nothing box office wise. And you're talking about a movie that potentially is probably going to be like $1 billion movie, that you would just watch that just disappear by putting it on a streaming service where, you're basically getting $14 a month from people, whoever signs up, or whatever price you're going to charge for the streaming service. I don't know if they would have been on the HBO Max or Warner Max or whatever that stuff is. But yeah, Wonder Woman 84 pushed to August 14th. Good idea. At least it's still releasing in theaters. Hopefully by that time, the world we're back to some kind of sense of normalcy. You know what I mean? All right. Also want to give a shout out, man. Shout out Victor Koo, otherwise known as Mighty Pegasus, on Twitter, on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Artist extraordinary. I never got a chance to formally congratulate him for winning Zack Snyder's poster contest for he said he had fan art poster contest that he put out for posters for like Justice League and stuff, and his won. And of course, he made it possible for you to purchase these prints, which I did. And there it is right here. Like I said, if you're listening to this on SoundCloud, you're not getting to see any of this. I suggest jumping over to YouTube and looking up at 2279 ACS. But anyway, here's a poster. I don't know how the light's reflecting on it. I'm sure it's making it a little bit glary, but it's fucking fire, son. It is fire. It has pictos from every single DCEU movie thus far. Even some from Justice League, but mostly it's the stuff that Zack Snyder himself shot. I see Snyder on here. If you look in the little neck area, it has a bunch of the deep, God damn it, I can't remember the name. The creatures from the deep on Aquaman. It's a great piece of work. I like the little metallic feel to it. Oh, and he also sent another print, Venom, which looks awesome. But dude's a great dude, man. If you can order his art, support him. He sent me that once before, and the postal service creased it, and so it ruined it basically. Which was, I still have it, and it's on the backside. He sent a Justice League pic as well. That's fucking awesome. That I'm sure some of you guys have seen on social media from people posting or whatever. But yeah, man. Shouts out Mighty Pegasus, man. I really appreciate what you did, because the art got ruined. I told him, don't even think about replacing it for free. I'll pay for it again if I have to. He said, nah. And he sent me another one. And so, yeah, man, I really appreciate it. Shouts out Mighty Pegasus. So tomorrow, A lot of y'all know what tomorrow is. Some of y'all won't see this until tomorrow, so that'll be today. Um, Tomorrow is the fourth anniversary of Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, and yeah. So all my mutuals on Twitter, we know what we're about to do. We're about to have it trending and stuff. And so what they have here is on March 25th, the 4-year anniversary uh, of the 4-year anniversary of Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Show your love and support for Zack Snyder's DCEU by sharing your favorite GIFs from the film with the hashtags hashtag DCEU and hashtag release the Snyder Cut. Okay, be sure to tag at Warner Brothers Pictures and let them know you want to see the continuation of Zack Snyder's story, which we've been doing, which we get trending all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's trending today. Release the Snyder Cut is. So yeah, BVS, you know, I think I've addressed my feelings toward that movie on this show gazillions of times. I love it, especially the Ultimate Edition, which is just, it's number 2 on my list, right? It's still number 2, right there behind Man of Steel as far as comic books / superhero films that I love and that, you know, that are high, that are the comic movies that I love, that ranks number 2 out of it. Also Fran, all right, shouts out Fran on Twitter. It's at DAILTER_Fran. I don't want to mess this up. Delta Fran. So this dude, you know him. He puts out those fire gifs on Twitter. All these really HD quality, like Batman v Superman, Man of Steel, Wonder Woman, just gif. He puts them up there and he makes them. So he made them available to download. Let's see here. Where is he at? Yeah, he put up there's a link, and I'll try to put it in the bottom in the description, where he put up 100 or so GIFs that he made available on Google Drive for people to download, so that tomorrow when they're hitting the release the BVS hashtags and they're getting it trending, that you can throw these GIFs up there, and it's, you know, it make it look good, I guess, because it puts out some fire stuff, man. I got to tell you. So that's it, man. I told y'all, man, you know, talk a little bit, 15, 20 minutes maybe. I don't even think I hit 15 minutes yet. Yeah. I forgot about the 5, man. Oh, let me forget about that. So Zack Snyder, let's see, put out a thing on Vero yesterday, and it just says the 5. And I'm sure there's a picture of it right there. It has Wonder Woman, Flash, Cyborg, Batman, and Aquaman, and it's got like a little thing where Cyborg is, you know, throwing out a vision, and it looks like it's probably Steppenwolf's spot. Look, shouts out Zack Snyder, man. He knows being stuck in the house and all of these types. And in this day and age, we want to see the Snyder Cut, and so he likes to brighten your day up. You wake up in the morning and see something like that from Zach, man, and it puts a smile on your face, and, man, you know, immediately screenshot it, retweet it. So, you know what I'm saying? Make sure it gets as much exposure as possible. Yeah, man, shouts out Zack Snyder. Look, I don't much really talk about, like, Grace Randolph. It seems like, you know, there's a love-hate relationship with her when it comes to the fans of, like, the Snyder Cut movement and things of that nature. Because she had before, I guess, when she's like, there is no Snyder Cut, and now she's on board for it. She said some interesting things. I think, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before. She said that the Snyder Cut is ready except for some visual effects stuff, and that HBO Max or whatever wanted to have that be one of its launch titles, or just to be able to say it's coming there so that it can ramp up subscriptions and things of that nature. But that Zack Snyder, which he did say, wants to film some extra scenes, and that's why they're not going forward with it right now. Which, if that's the case, look, I'll wait as long as I have to. You know what I'm saying? I know there are a lot of people out there who are legitimately like, look, just give me a rough cut. You know, I mean, that'd be fine too if he released a rough cut. I'm not going to complain about it. But at this moment in time, I am prepared to wait, you know, until a finished, final, extraordinary, beautiful film comes out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the Snyder Cut of Justice League is I believe it's coming, man. There's there's a lot of things pointing to it. There's a lot of hope that I think has really galvanized a movement, and it's coming. It's got to be coming. You know what I'm saying? Also, like, I can't find them. I'm really bad at finding those comments because, you know, there'll be comments below things that Zach posts, and followers will comment on it, and he'll reply to a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? I remember somebody asked him, "Oh, so, you know, this is the 5, Superman is the 6, who's the 7?" And he replied back with, you know, the green, and you know, things like that of that nature. Or them saying, "What about Batman?" And him saying, "Oh, he's a badass in my Justice League. He kicks that he beats a shit ton of, you know, beats up a shit ton of parademons, which is fire." You know what I mean? But those are my thoughts. I'm gonna end this like I started trying to end my podcast, with a movie shout out. And of course, my movie shout out for this episode, episode 24, is gonna be Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. Oh, what was that? Dawn of Justice Ultimate Edition. Okay. I've stressed my feelings about this film on several occasions. It is one of the greatest films ever made, in my opinion. You know, you already know where it ranks on my, when it comes to the like comic book / superhero genre. It is high up there. The acting is on point. The action, you know how Zach can turn. Zach can pull the pages out of a comic book and put them on the screen. Okay. And so, I like what he did, where he took the characters. This movie is always going to have a special place in my heart. You know what I'm saying? I watch it all the time. I will be watching it probably tomorrow, and probably for sure enough watching it on Saturday, because we got the watch party going on Saturday. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. BVS #BVS 4 years live stream charity watch party. Okay, many of us are stuck inside due to the current pandemic. Let's not let that stop us from having a good time. What better way to celebrate the 4-year anniversary of BVS than all of us watching it together and donating to AFSP, suicide prevention. Saturday, March 28th at 1 o'clock Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern. A link will be provided for the live stream and to donate to AFSP. March 28th, that's this Saturday at 1 o'clock. And this is my girl Meg posted it, the homie. Okay, yeah. So also they had an event coming up where this weekend I'm supposed to be in Michigan watching BVS with Meg and with other people, other fans of the movement that I've never met from Twitter and from social media, that was supposed to go to Michigan, man, had plane tickets bought, hotel, all of that. But with what's going on in the world right now, obviously the event was canceled, or not canceled, postponed. And so at a later time, we will be watching BVS in Michigan with some of the pals. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that's the show. I'll invite you, if you like sports at all, football, whatever, check out Instant Replay. It's on my YouTube channel. Also, if you want a good laugh, if you want to pop open a beer and have a good laugh, even me and my wife, our show Instant Replay is also on my YouTube channel. I like the not Instant Replay, shit. What am I talking about? Video Rewind is also on my YouTube channel. So, you know, give us a shout, man. Give us a view. Come check us out, man. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at 2279ACS. Until the next time, man, release the Snyder Cut.
Run, 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 run. Hey, hey.